Hey there, Booktube. How's it going, Noah? Everyone who reads and must converses the channel. Um, a little unprecedented event, right? For sure. I figured I'd just jump on live because I have no plans for tonight. Didn't have, all my plans are shot. All the plans are shot for Christmas, and that's because around the house, everybody got it. Everybody got it over here. We're all double vaxxed and everything cool, but we still had it go through. I got really sick for 24 hours, 36 hours, something like that. Kicked it, but now we can't go see family, all that kind of stuff. It's lame. My dad is a diabetic. My dad has other conditions. My mother's really vigilant about that, of course, and should be, right? So nobody's going anywhere tonight or tomorrow, which was the plan, to go hang out with family and all that kind of stuff. And so I figured, we're hanging out here around the house, cleaning up. We're planning on what we're gonna do as far as dinners and things like that, whatever, you know, because we're doing our own Christmas here at the house now. So hanging out, said, okay, I'll get live. If anybody is hanging out, yeah, hey Puff Pets, Merry Christmas for sure. Yeah, we celebrate Christmas over here. I got daughters. I have three daughters. So if people don't know, my family is me and my wife, and I have a 17-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 7-year-old, all girls. My 7-year-old is Zelda, my 14-year-old is Fiona, and my 17-year-old is Taylor. Very, very cool. They're very cool girls. And we're all now, just kind of figuring out what our what it's going to look like for Christmas, because it's totally different than, what we were planning, going and partying with our family, with a big family. I have four younger brothers. They all got kids. My parents are making this big, Christmas dinner like always, and we'd go over there and party half the day away. Not anymore, right? So we're just kind of hanging out around here doing Christmas movies, whatever. Um, Pretty sore about not seeing the family, this kind of stuff. Hey, Falcon. There you go. Yeah. It's happened. It's happened all over the place, man. I know too many friends and people that I know now that have got it like the week before. It's crazy. It's going around. It's going around. And I still have a little congestion, but I mean really it took 3 days and I had kicked its ass, but like I said, I've been vaccinated, and I'm just I drink a lot of water anyways. I live in the sun. I work outside. So I'm not worried about it. It was really, we were, really worried about it, and for my father's sake, for my dad's sake, but we didn't never go over there anyways. I mean, they're just so, we never see them. It's so weird. It sucks. Very cool. Hey, Anna, blurred from the Serb. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas for sure. It is going to be an awesome Christmas. It is going to be an awesome Christmas, no matter what. Um, but I'm definitely down to talk about whatever's going on. If somebody wants to jump on, you can jump on and we can talk, hang out, do some Christmas hanging out for a bit, whatever. I'll talk about, like what I've been reading, and talk about, things going on Booktube. Hey, B&B Books, nice to see you. Thanks for coming by for sure. Merry Christmas. Um, Jack at Rambling Raconteur put out a video on Finnegan's Wake. Uh, that is awesome. It is awesome. I had just got this Penguin edition here. I found it at a used or at a Goodwill. You see, unread, of course, right? Because people just don't even crack it. They don't even attempt it. But he read it, read through it, just read it like straightforward book. Didn't go into analyzing too much, but also, Jack is this kind of free association, go off on tangents. He loves the tangent, and will just kind of find what he needs to keep one step to the next, keep going down the track. And his video is gold, pure gold. It's so fun and funny, and really shows what you can do with the wake. Finnegan's Wake is ridiculous. You don't have to worry about that, the Falcon. uh, the number, the shot, the vax didn't do anything to me. I got the Pfizer. Either one of them didn't do much to me, and COVID didn't do too much to me, uh, with the exception of like the first 24 to like 30 hours that it started coming on. It came on quick and fast and hard. Um, and it was like a fever, a bad fever for a long time, for that whole time. But once that fever was broke, then I'm, you know, it's over with. It's over with. So far, I mean, it's still, I mean, I'm still positive, I still got it, but whatever. Uh, the whole family does. My girls, one of my girls is positive still right now. The others have been exposed and been sick the week before. Um, so it sucks, man. It's just destroyed the family get together plans. So we're just doing it here at the house. And I probably won't do anything. I figured it was Friday, so I would just kind of jump on and do a live now, because why not? I can do whatever we want. Well, I mean, I got vaccinated. I got both vax. Cat Lady, Book Nook. I got the Pfizer. But now everybody will be, will be a buffer, you know, because it ain't gonna get through us anymore. Hey, baby, Emily's in there. Um, I told Emily I would leave the door open, but I shut it because the dryer's going. But I'll open it up when the dryer stops, and y'all can come back here if you want. This is real laid back, not not a big deal. This live. I do. There's just a lot going on to talk about. I don't want to necessarily talk about my situation. This is just kind of to do something, but it just is what it is, and I'm sure, like you say there, Tyler. I'm not the only one going through this kind of thing. Um, but I love Finnegan's Wake. I've been reading The Age of Wire and String by Ben Marcus, and it says stories by Ben Marcus here, but it's not really stories. These are little pieces, like little vignettes, and they're it's so weird. This is so weird. They're grouped in sections called sleep, God, food, the house, animal, weather, persons, and the society. And it's like you're in a complete fantasy world, like in a complete messed up, weird fantasy world where God's like powers are like there are beings, and they ride birds, and they create, you know, food. They create out of the air. There's a lot of elemental uh symbology, elemental messing with going on here. The air does different things in this book, in this society, in this world. but it's kind of in our world. It's kind of like another world laid on top of our world. It's so weird. I mean, it's really messing with my head. Um, Water, air, and then food is more like the actual substance kind of stuff, earth, you know? Um, and I'm halfway through it, and I can't. I mean, it's really messing with my head. I can't wait to see where he's kind of taking it, what we're doing in this book, because at the end of each section, things are so weird, and what is actually happening, there's no real bearings for, that after each section there's terms that, and he's defining terms for us. And it just doesn't make any sense. Hey Mark, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, sir. Hope you're doing well. Um, Thanks for coming by. I just did this off the cuff. We're just hanging out. No big deal. Everybody hanging out. If you want to jump on, I'd love to hang out with you a bit. Our Christmas plans are shot. We're not going and seeing any of our family or anything like this, any of the wider family. Me and my girls are stuck in the house. Hey Celia, happy holidays. I hope you're doing well. I saw that Kathy Grimm, okay, the Grimm Reader. I don't know why she doesn't have so many more followers. The Grimm Reader is one of my favorite readers on Booktube. She rocks. She reads all kinds of good stuff. She is very smart. She is a very, very smart woman. Kathy is her name, and her last name is Grimm. But she let this out on Instagram. So if you follow Kathy Grimm on Instagram, follow her on YouTube, and you're gonna see she started reading Miss Macintosh, My Darling. Kathy Grimm over at the Grimm Reader. I'll put a link to her uh in the description box just for anybody to find her later. She's started reading this and she's going, I mean, I can't wait to hear her thoughts because she's a very smart person. And what is this about? It's so huge. Miss Macintosh, My Darling, 1,400 pages, something like that, maybe. And she's going to read it and give us her thoughts and everything, right? Hey, Tom LA Books. What's up, buddy? So, y'all see, this is why I've been haven't been making content lately too as much as normal, haven't been as active. It is the holidays. It is gearing up for that. That's what it was. But I essentially lost, 3 days of putting the holidays together and stuff because of the Corona found me, right? Found my house. Um and the girls, they're upset too, of course, because we want to, we look forward to the holidays. The main thing about the holidays is getting together with family and hanging out and, having that day where we just party and talk with family all day long. Nobody's, doing anything else. And we're going to miss them. We're going to miss my brothers and their kids and all this kind of thing. Zelda has a cousin. One of my brother's son's name is Link. So when they get together, it's Link and Zelda. And I mean, Link loves Zelda. She's such a little uh, princess, It's all good, Tom. We've all kicked its ass, really. It hasn't been a real big deal. It didn't last too long, really only like 3 days. Um, and then it's just kind of recovery after that. So we've had a good run at it. It's okay as far as how we're feeling and all that. But I couldn't go shopping, and I couldn't go, do things that I needed to do for Christmas. And also, my parents are so upset too. My mom is so sad because, she loves to see the girls. That's her grandbabies, and I got the only girls of the family. Other than my brother Jeremy had Ellie, just and she's still a toddler. So Ellie is the newest little girl in the family, but Ellie hasn't come around and seen her much either, right? So thank you very much, Mark. Thank you, Tom, for sure. And we are all being well. We're taking care, and I mean I've drank. I always drink a lot of water, but we're just really being mindful of it. Ain't nobody going to the hospital. That's for sure. We ain't about that life. We're gonna kick its ass, right? Celia, thank you so much. And I appreciate it. And yeah, everybody's feeling better. We're still being vigilant with it. And that's just it. You can't be too careful, or you gotta be careful. You can't be too careful, that's for sure. Right? Because COVID is so weird. It's just everything about it is so weird. You don't know or how things are gonna work out. So Jack at Rambling Raconteurs, his Finnegan's Wake video is freaking awesome. It's just awesome, right? So I really respect Jack's recommendations. Jack is a very well-read individual, and I love talking with him. So he told me that Richard Matheson, uh, he wrote I Am Legend, that Richard Matheson, his short stories are awesome. So I found this collection of terror stories by Richard Matheson. I sent him a picture of it. I was like, dude, should I go for this? He was like, Matheson's great. So I said, okay, and here's all the stories. Jack does rock. And so, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try Richard Matheson's short stories. Seems like he's a little bit of a unsung hero of writing and literature, because of course I Am Legend, everybody knows I Am Legend, right? But he actually has written so many things that have been adapted, and maybe I just didn't realize how good, how awesome it is. Spielberg's debut. So Spielberg's debut, movie is an adaptation of a Richard Matheson short story. So it's like, time to, time to get into it. It's just somebody that I've never really got into. I didn't know, but I would love to read What Dreams May Come. Has anybody ever read this? The movie is so sad. The movie is super sad and epic. But I think the book is different. The book is very short. So I think the book is different, but is it good? Because, the movie, I haven't seen it in so many years. But it was something that it's the only real thing from Matheson that I've come in contact with. Yep. Very cool. Yeah, I tell you, I mean, I think that he gets, kind of boxed into genre with horror, and then gets kind of discredited a little bit because of it, maybe. But everything that I hear points to him being just an amazing writer. Amazing writer. Thank you, author. Thank you so much. Happy holidays in Brazil. Yeah, it's just really it is sad news. It's been a sad kind of Christmas. Just right before Christmas to have to redo all the, you know, reformulate plans and all this kind of thing. It sucks. It has sucked. So that's why I figured I'd just kind of jump on live and have some fun, and talk to the community a bit. And I figured people might not be hanging out as much as a normal live that I do, of course, because it's unscheduled, and It's Christmas Eve, all that, right? But it would be fun anyways, and it's already cool. Thank you so much, who is coming by, who has shown up. All y'all make everything about this whole booktube experience fun. And there's my boy, Alexa. Hey buddy. Nice to see you, brother, for sure. Um, I was just showing some books. Nothing new yet, except for the Richard Matheson short stories that I'm showing there that I had picked up new. But this is what I'm reading currently. The Age of Wire and String. I did say something about that earlier. It's so weird, dude. And it does it doesn't make any sense. It is an alternate universe, an alternate, you know, world it's so weird. It's really, really tripping me out. It's not, like it's not psychedelic the way that it's told or something. It's just so off, you know, off of reality that you can't make sense of like what is actually going on. What is this book even about? What is it saying? Um I can't wait to see like what it's doing if it kind of gels in some kind of way. If we get somewhere with it. I'm about halfway through and it's very short. So yeah, along with Kathy Grimm there, reading Miss Macintosh My Darling, um I'm going to be following that through January. And she'll probably be reading it for a while. January, February, maybe even through March. It's a big book. But thank you, Fit to be Read. Yeah, it's really going around. You know what I mean? It's really going around. I got it. I mean, the family here all got it. That's why I titled this the COVID Christmas Spectacular, because COVID has wrecked all of my family plans. And we're just gonna have to make the best of it at this point. We got to, and there's nothing else left to do. Um, in my January reading, I can't try to team up with Kathy Grimm at all. I'm already doing a read along of The Violent Bear It Away, which I'm going to be focused 100% on because I'm leading a group read along for Flannery O January, of course, but I can't wait to experience this again and to do a really close kind of studious reading because I love this book and I'm going to get even deeper, even a broader understanding of what she's doing because Flannery O'Connor loved the symbolism and there's just so much. There's just so much. Nice. And then I'm reading Pedro Paramo with Una over at the Codex Cantina. Una and I are teamed up to read a couple of books right off the bat in 2022. So we're going to do Pedro Paramo by Juan Rolfo here. I've read this already. It's an amazing book. So I'm going to reread this, but it's going to be Una's first time reading it. And then I'm doing The Obscene Madam D. That's the name of the book. Una picked out The Obscene Madam D for us to read. So I can't wait to read it. He says the what's her name? Hilst, Hilst. She's a Brazilian author. Hey dude, nice to see you for sure. How often do I read? Every day. I read every day for sure. I've read every day for years and years and years. Um, and am I a fast or slow reader? I would say I'm probably fast compared to most people, but I don't speed read, and I'm not about speed. I just have gotten faster because of reading a lot. You know what I mean? You just get it's all about reading comprehension, and I read have gotten faster and faster depending on my reading comprehension, right? Yeah, that's right. Fit to be read, get it gone. I love Pedro Paramo for sure, Celia. It's such a haunting, weird story. I tell people I'm like Pedro Paramo has parts that feel like you're reading a David Lynch movie. It's really, really cool, really creepy and atmospheric. I love it. It's so short. Pedro Paramo is so short, it makes it like a masterwork. How good it is and how effective it is at what it does, being so short makes it like a masterwork. Very, very fun, not to be missed. So I'm just doing that one. Just Una and I are reading that one. I'm gonna read it fast. I'm gonna read it in January. Um, right after I finish The Violent Buried Away. And that's it. That's it for my January plans as far as reading, with the exception of one thing. Um, I am starting my Zohar journey. I don't read as fast as Steve Donahue. Hell no. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close to Steve Donahue level. That's for sure. So, my 2022, I'm gonna read my Zohar set that I have. If you're not aware, it is right there. I'm gonna read the first 9 volumes of that in 2022. That's gonna be my, you know, year long, my year goal for reading is to read the first 9 volumes of the Zohar. So that starts in January. I don't need to do a volume a month or something like that. I'm going to try to kind of keep a pace. Some of the volumes are bigger than others, right? Yeah. Some of the volumes are bigger than others. And so I'm not going to, necessarily read one a month or something like this, or some of them I might read in less than a month. I don't know. I've read some of the Zohar already. It's amazing. I tell you, I tell you, Mark, it is. It changes everything about how you look at things when you read the Zohar, because it's all about language and interpretation. That's what the subject of it is. It's Torah, talking Torah. So they're taking the characters of the Aramaic, the Hebrew alphabet, and they're reinterpreting scripture, reinterpreting words, and even reinterpreting letters in the Torah. And they go through the whole Torah. That's what the Zohar is. They go through Genesis, I mean, and arguably they go through the whole Torah, sure, but Genesis and Exodus are the bulk of the Zohar, right? And it's wild. I mean, it's just mind blowing. And it's all Kabbalah. It's all Jewish Kabbalah. So I'm going to be getting deep. I'm going to be getting real deep. And I don't know what kind of content I'm going to make on it. I will make content on it. I don't know how deep the content's going to be, because who's going to want to listen up? If you're not getting in it, if you're not going through it like that. So, we'll see. We'll see what the content turns out to be. I'm going to keep it entertaining and cool no matter what. But first, I am rereading, and I'm already about 3/4 of the way through uh, the Guide to the Zohar. This is by Arthur Green. This is a wonderful introduction and primer to reading the Zohar. It gives you all kinds of historical background, the culture that the Zohar came up out of. And there's a few different schools. There's a few different schools of Kabbalistic thought and Jewish mystical thought as well. Nice. Thank you very much, Margaret. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas to you and yours. Hopefully, y'all got good plans for dinner. Nobody much in this house feels like eating much. There's no taste associated. Uh, John David Ebert. I don't know. I don't know him by name, but I do know some channels that do Kabbalah esoteric talk. It's very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. But we want but I want the source material. That's what I want. That's why I got the Zohar, because I want the source material. And I'm going to read the source material, right? I've done that with spiritual modes my whole life. I've read the fundamental scriptures of anything that interested me, and they all interest me. I mean, there's so many that are interesting. It's kind of my jam. It's kind of my jam. Thank you, Margaret. Merry Christmas Eve, for sure. Everybody hanging out. That's cool, cool, cool. So, my boy Sequoia #7 has a new channel. He changed his channel name, I guess to make it a little more obscure. It wasn't obscure enough for him, right? Its paracratry is nice. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I probably would say it wrong, even if I did spell it right, right? But I will put them in the description box. Let me see if I can find him, because it's ridiculous. So hard to find your channel, bro. But he has an awesome video where he shows kind of what he wants to read, where he's just showing books that he's interested in and what he might get into over the next year, right? And there's a lot of good stuff on there. And I want to read Carpenter's Gothic with him, because Carpenter's Gothic is my next William Gaddis to read. I'm going to read Gaddis's next 3 books. His final 3 novels is all I got left to read by him. He only wrote, 3 or 4 or 5 novels. So, it would be cool to share and do a buddy read with him. But he said one of his projects is to read everything by Gene Wolfe. Everything that Gene Wolfe has ever done. He's going to read that. And he has a lot of his stuff. And he's read a lot of his stuff already as well. Not me. I have not. Hey, Quentin, thank you for coming by. Merry Christmas. For sure. Thanks for stopping by. That's all good. So, Parkatry is nice. That's his channel name now. It's just ridiculous. But he shows some crazy awesome books. And then it reminded me that there was some Gene Wolfe that I hadn't shown. I don't think that I've shown it, that I've found, but maybe I did in a live before. I got The Knight. This is book 1 of The Wizard Knight. Gene Wolfe does these kind of books that are, there's 2 books in a series, but the book actually has 2 parts to it, right? And it's just weird how his stuff is set up. This book looks strange, but also looks like a more of a straightforward fantasy than other stuff by him that I've had. But I picked that up little bit ago, little while ago. Don't think that I ever showed it. I might have, like I said. And then this one here is An Evil Guest. This is some kind of just a horror, I think, a pulp thriller kind of thing. But another Gene Wolfe that I had found. Thank you, KD Books. Thank you, KD Books. You're awesome as well, brother. Nice to see you, and thanks for coming by. Merry Christmas. I hope that everything is going well. I started a live just kind of randomly at a random time, and see, this is your time. Now, I can see KD. If only I did lives, in the middle of the day. It's like 5 p.m. here. Nice. Very cool, Tom. I can't wait to experience him. I'm gonna start with the ones that you suggested. That uh see, the Book of the New Sun. I'm gonna start there for sure. That it seems super interesting. It looks super interesting. So I can't wait. I'm gonna start there. Your recommendation always strengthens anything that I'm looking forward to, Tom. For sure. I can't wait to read more Alan Moore. I got Alan Moore stacked up for 2022. I'm probably going to move through all of his stuff because I can read everything of Alan Moore's because I've already read his big boy, Jerusalem. But I'll be moving through Alan Moore in 2022. What was amazing to me was how much David Foster Wallace became somebody that I read in 2021. I got into David Foster Wallace a lot more than I ever expected to. I didn't plan on it. He just is great. David Foster Wallace is great. Yes, there you go. Of course. Mark, you got it. Zoinks. That's right. Freaking Shaggy. That's great. That's great. I hope they have buttons in the back for ease of access, Rut-row. Right? We don't want no rut-rows around here. We don't need none of that. So we're just kicking it. Man, see, and just another buddy of mine just gave me a text message saying, I've got the vid apparently. Do you have it? And yep, for sure. Yep, we all got, and I mean, dude, it's just going around. At least where I live, here in Georgia, it's going around. It's going around pretty strongly. Everybody's kind of getting it. Um, there's just so many people. Yep. So that's it. He's got it, and yeah, I got it, and all the girls too. I hadn't talked to him. I mean, I've really been like out of commission for 2 or 3 days. I was out of commission for 2 or 3 days with this. It sucked. But I did watch Matrix Resurrections last night. It was nice to kind of revisit the Matrix in a new kind of way, with something new. But it was hopelessly derivative. I mean, it was ridiculous. There was some cool stuff. There was some new kind of special effects things that they did in this kind of way for it. But I mean, the story sucked. Um, of course it's nice, everybody's a fan of Neo and Trinity. That it is love conquers all. It is this kind of thing, but you know, it wasn't Neo performing a Matrix surgery on a bullet from Trinity. It wasn't, it wasn't the grand uh kind of thing of the Matrix. It was framed as that with, the Matrix trilogy to support it. The movie itself didn't support itself. It is only, you know, the original trilogy. And then, you get your great ending and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it was just, I wasn't, you know, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Nice. Nice. Nightmare Alley. I hear that it's good. I hear the book is really good too. I forget who wrote it, but I saw somebody writing about it on Instagram, and I was like, I usually don't even go for movies, but I can't help. I couldn't help but go for Dune, of course. So I'm gonna watch Dune, and then I'm gonna watch another Matrix movie for sure. I love the Matrix trilogy. It's a mind blow. It was so good back in the day when it came out. It was, the greatest, one of the greatest things ever, greatest movies ever made. The first Matrix movie, it was one of the most mind blowing, amazing uh things ever. And it just kept going, and by the end of it, it was just like, Neo flies off at the end of the first one, and it's just like, whoa. And I love the part two and part three as well. I really do. But this Resurrections was just not it. Not it. Like I said, it was fun. It was fun to watch and experience it, but I won't rewatch it. Hey Danny, Merry Christmas for sure. Hopefully you and yours are doing well. And nice to see you. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Um, so all right. I just wanted to do some time, talk some books, have some fun, uh, share what's going down with me on Christmas. So I hope everybody does have a good Christmas Eve. Enjoy it with your family, your loved ones, the ones you're with. And tomorrow, hopefully, you get everything that your heart desires, right? I sure do hope that everybody gets what they want and is with people that really care for them. So thank you very much, Fit to be Read. I do feel better. I'm steadily better, 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 for sure. Um, that's just how it goes. It's we're all on the mend. It's cool, but the real sad thing, the thing that sucks is now we can't go see my parents. We can't go and have Christmas with them. I hope everybody gets books tomorrow. I hope everybody gets books. That's for sure. I hope I get some books tomorrow. Right? That's my hope. Mark, I can't wait to see what you get. Hopefully some more of those folio societies. The start of your folio society collection that you showed already was beautiful. Those stark red and black uh editions. I love it. I love it. Hey Alexa. I'd love to hear about your strange relationship with Matrix. Hit me on Instagram or whatever, really, right? Thank you very much, Fit to be Read. Hey Puff Pats, Merry Christmas. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Wow. uh I bet I bet it was a mind blow anyways, right? But a bootleg doesn't do it justice unless you got some, because it was all about uh, some, at least part of it was about the special effects and doing stuff that had never been done before, uh visually. So it was really, really cool. So all right, I'm gonna cut it, and we'll take it easy. Whoa, they show it every night during the NATO bombing of Serbia. Whoa, why would they? Oh, wow. It's crazy to have that kind of memory and that kind of reflection with it. That kind of association for sure. So I understand your weird relationship with the Matrix movie. That's for sure. Um, it's wild how they would, you know, it's almost like intentionally doing that, right? But it's just that's the time period. That's the time that it was as well, right? All right. So y'all have a good one. We're gonna take it easy. Bye bye, y'all.